I understand. On a daily basis, even up to the minute and second, we can feel like we are constantly pulled in 1,000 different directions. In fact, it's not only a feeling, we are pulled into several directions at once, and it is important to normalize this very real human experience of being pushed and pulled into different directions all at the same time. The rhythm of daily motion and the resulting mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual impact of various demands and needs on you doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It's easy to get caught up in everything except the needs of the present moment. While we're bombarded with urgent messages telling us it's to constantly to be in motion by planning for the future or change directions and move backwards by dwelling on the past, there's something incredibly freeing and powerful by not taking part in either of these movements. Being intentional with the present moment, focusing on the needs of right now, is a mindset and a lifestyle that isn't just about time management or productivity. It's a form of self care, distress tolerance, anxiety reduction, depression relief, and more. Intentional living helps you choose the most helpful need right now. And choosing those needs repeatedly accumulates to a wealth of peace, hope, and an ability to adapt to unforeseen circumstances. Many people automatically think of intentional living as for those on a journey of sobriety and recovery. And that's true. The beauty of intentional living is that it can work for anyone searching for freedom and release to live an authentic, intentional life. The meaning of a sober mind comes from the Latin word sobrius, which is to be clear headed. Among definitions of abstaining from intoxicants, Merriam-Webster's dictionary also defines sober as unhurried, calm, and earnestly thoughtful character or demeanor. These are our definitions moving ahead. A sober mind means an intentional mind, and we will use the term sober and intentional interchangeably. No more reactive autopilot. Intentional living isn't just a trendy buzzword, it's a lifestyle that includes conscious decisions. Sober in 60 Seconds is about conscious living. For example, you made a decision to find support. Congratulations! Some of you may be happy about this, others might resent the same decision right now. If that's true, I get it. In all honesty, true life-changing greatness doesn't often start out with people that are thrilled about taking on the responsibility of changing their lives. Regardless of where you are right now in this moment, please give these 7 steps a try. Do exactly as you hear. And don't bother judging yourself doing it right or giving yourself the case of the shoulds and end up shoulding all over yourself. We are moving away from self-judgment and a critical mind because a sober mind is intentionally non-judgmental while we are in the process of change. And just to be clear, this is just one avenue to practice intentional living and develop a sober mind. Goal: slow down. Take a deep breath for 4 seconds. Fill up your diaphragm, meaning fill your belly up with air. Hold that breath for 4 seconds. Exhale for 6 seconds. Repeat. As you breathe, listen to your body, and if you need to, stretch and release any tension in your jaw, neck, shoulders, or back. If you prefer to keep stretching, do so. If you prefer to focus on breaths, do that. If you have a fidget, then you can use that. Keep breathing. Set your mind and intention on the following statement. I have the power to intentionally change my life moment by moment. When you're ready, prioritize what truly matters in this moment, because life isn't happening to you right now. In this moment, you are making an unhurried, thoughtful, and calm decision about what your needs are. You aren't running solely on impulse or reaction in this moment. You are choosing to thoughtfully respond. You're going to ask yourself a question and you are going to get a response. And here's a hint. The answer is not self-destructive. It's not drinking or drugging or harmful behaviors to others or to yourself. In this moment, what is going to help you? That is what you need right now. The true answer within will most likely involve connecting with an important or personal value that represents you and who you are through a lens of self-compassion and self-grace, or a healthy action or activity you enjoy, or a big picture goal that you're striving for. However big or small the answer seems, pivot away from the urge and impulse to make comparisons. Follow through on the action and give yourself credit for taking a step to make your life more fulfilled in this moment that we have shared together. Remember, when you live with intention, you take control of your actions, your environment, and ultimately your well-being. Remember this statement: I have the power to intentionally change my life moment by moment. This practice can be a game changer for anyone. The powerful foundation of intentional living is awareness, being present with your thoughts, emotions, and needs. Often, recovery and other life changes focus on long-term goals, staying sober for the next year, maintaining a streak, or reaching new milestones. While these goals are valid and essential, you can't achieve them if you don't live in the right now, choosing the needs that serve you in this very moment. This approach allows you to stay grounded, preventing you from feeling overwhelmed by the big picture. No big picture is made without connecting to the present need of the moment. Nothing ever works that way. So here's the goal. Reduce dwelling on the past or skipping ahead to the future. Learn to connect with the joy of living right now. This moment is such a beautiful gift. If we open ourselves to connecting and receiving the helpful, positive possibilities presented to us. No more automatic living. I have the power to intentionally change my life moment by moment. It's not too late, even when I feel like it. Sobriety teaches us that focusing on the present is key to increasing fulfillment, connecting with healthy relationships like learning to let our guard down when we're so used to being invulnerable, and overcoming challenges. It's a lifestyle that understands and embraces that we can only take life one day, 1 hour, or even 1 minute at a time. Actually, even 1 second at a time. When you shift your focus to what you need right now, whether it's attending a meeting, calling a friend, or just taking a deep breath, you can make decisions that align with your recovery goals without getting lost in fear and anxiety. One of the hardest parts of recovery can be silencing the internal chatter. That voice in your head might tell you that you're not going to do enough, you're not enough, or that your past choices define your future. Intentional living and developing that sober, intentional mind allows you to quiet those doubts by tuning into what's important at this moment. You're going to learn to stop talking yourself out of the good things that are meant for you. You're doing it right now. What else does choosing the needs of right now look like in practice? It's about being present with yourself and recognizing what your body, mind, and spirit require to thrive in this very moment. Are you craving connection, Reach out to a supportive friend. Feeling overwhelmed? Take a moment to breathe and meditate. Write down your thoughts or find release in laughter. Experiencing impulsive urges? Acknowledge, don't suppress. Redirect your energy toward an activity that brings you release, a sense of pride or fulfillment. Intentional living doesn't mean neglecting the big picture. It's about finding balance between long term goals and immediate needs. In fact, this balance can help you stay focused on your goals because you're taking care of the small steps that lead you there. You've heard the saying, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Each step is intentional, powerful, and life changing simply because you are redirecting your path. An intentional mindset, a sober mindset with intentional living, also encourages flexibility. Life doesn't always go according to plan. It can be disappointing, frustrating, angering, and that's okay. Feel your feelings. Give yourself permission to process and experience your emotions in the moment, and then choose a helpful behavior. The key is to adapt and make decisions that honor your present needs. Sometimes this means letting go of rigid expectations and thinking and embracing a moment of self compassion. It's not about being perfect, it's about learning to be well. Living with intention helps you avoid the all or nothing black and white mindset that can sabotage progress. If you slip or make a mistake, focus on what you can do right now to move forward. If it helps you to use the following as a guide and write it out into separate categories, please give this a try. God, Creator, Higher Power, Higher Self. Grant me the serenity, the peace in the following actions. Acknowledge and accept the things I cannot change by understanding my clear boundaries and what's out of my control. Take courage and action to change the things I can by acknowledging and accepting my clear boundaries and what's in my power, and then I will do those things. I open myself up to receive the wisdom and peace to know the difference between these things, even as I have written it here in front of me. I will continue to grow in understanding my clear boundaries. I will release what's not in my control or power, even when that makes me hurt, frustrated, sad, or resentful. I will learn to do these things in this moment and every moment it's needed. I will give myself the grace to come back to this, if necessary, as many times as I need it. Recovery, developing that sober mind, intentional living, after all, is not about perfection. It's about persistence. I have the power to intentionally change my life moment by moment. It's not too late, even when it feels like it. It's not about being perfect. It's about learning to be well. Every moment is an opportunity to choose yourself. Choosing the needs of right now means tuning in to what will serve you best at this very moment and trusting that each unhurried, thoughtful, and intentional choice brings you closer to the life you want to live. Whether you're striving for sobriety, wellness, or simply peace, it's about being fully present in your journey and trusting that each step counts. I have to tell you the honest truth. Living intentionally is not always easy. It can be damn difficult. Some days are so freaking hard. And even then, it's always worth it because you are worth it. And always have been. So here's a goal. Create a sober, intentional lifestyle that provides an unhurried, calm, and intentional space daily, moment by moment, by giving yourself permission to connect, communicate, adjust, give, receive, and step into whatever other opportunities the moment may be offering you. Try asking yourself these questions throughout the day. What is going to help my quality of life? What is going to hurt my quality of life? So, what do you need right now? And remember, I have the power to intentionally change my life moment by moment. It's not too late, even when it feels like it. It's not about being perfect. It's about learning to be well. Now is still the right time to take care of myself. I am learning that I am worth it, and I always have been.